do. Things are up and running. Just like we are. Just like we are. Yep, there's the sound. Get that. Lay all that down. Murder! Yes. It is about at that time. We are continuing directly from where we left off last time. That's why we're on this screen and not the menu. Because it was still saved in the system when I booted up. So, I know we need to find Miss Popstar. Where'd she run off to is the question. Can we actually find everyone? Nope. We're just gonna go exploring. I don't have a category. I should have the Danganronpa category. Okay, it shows, but it doesn't show. I see what you mean. Okay, let's see about fixing that. Of course, I leave that on screen where I have to turn the TV to see it again. So if I was to remove it, to have literally nothing as a category, then look back up the game. Try a refresh. Got some firing going on and I can't see it. How dare y'all? Alright. Yeah. And that doesn't look like it fits anything. Let's get off of that channel. I am gonna get to my actual channel and see what it says. Okay, it shows it now when I go to my channel. First Murder, Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc shows up. If it's still messing up on your end, then it's just not going to get fixed. That's all I can do. Open back up Stream Manager and hide it. Yeah. Switch back over to the game, which made us lose signal. Alright. AV room. That's where we are just coming from. Not square, circle. Where am I even trying to head? Where is she located? That's to the gym. Hello? And it says you're supposed to be like right here. We're just gonna check out the gym. Junko
But more important.
Hey Makoto, aren't you like super curious what's in everyone's videos? I mean, I can't say I'm not curious, right? I could totally tell. Does that mean you're going to tell me what was in yours? Who knows? It all depends what kind of mood I'm in, you know. I don't think she's going to tell me. I don't think so either. I don't think there's any reason to get past her, but check if anyways. Yeah. Hit the gym. Clear this area. that honestly bugs me that it shows. Why are you there and not over there? The map says you're supposed to be over there. How dare you? How frickin' dare you? Where'd Sayaka run off to? Anyway, that video was pretty convincing. I almost thought it was real. But it's fake, right? It's gotta be. I'd like to believe that, but if it was real... I'm not going to tell you, and that's all there is to it. What? I'm not going to tell you. No way. Hell no. No way in hell.
You...
You're just acting all nice. I will tell you what you want to hear. You can't fool me.
What the hell?
Damn it, how the hell did they get footage of that? So I know I've talked to everyone in the AV room. I don't think there's anyone anywhere else. Yeah, until we get into the dorms. And it's only showing me 2 people. There's Celeste. What was in your video, Celeste? Oh, it's you. You want to know, don't you? That smells strangely scary.
Is that okay?
There are many, many things in this world you are better off not knowing, don't you think? And there's the biker. Mondo. What was in your video,
What?
Mondo? Huh? Huh? Well, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal.
Shit.
It was fake anyway. It had to be. Whoever's doing all this just pulled it out of his ass.
Stop fucking around.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. Those assholes can't fool me. Okay. So if we check her room... Sayaka? No answer. I guess I'll have to keep looking. What about my room? Okay. Kitchen. Nope. I doubt she's hiding out in the shower or laundry. Bathhouse is locked. Yeah. Okay. Check girl's bathroom. Nope. If I can only go into my bathroom. Trash compactor. I don't know why she would be here, but when you're running out of things, you're running out of things. Oh, thank you for the bits, Hunter. I don't think I ever set up any sounds or anything for bits yet, but I see it. It's there. Nice, happy, chill music to freaky ambiance. Okay. I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry or... oh. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that she could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, no. How could I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us?
Why?
I want out.
Why?
Let me out of here right now. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrust around, I grabbed her by the shoulders.
Huh?
I understand. I know how I feel right now. When I think what might have happened to my family, now more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone, right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I knew I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. What if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here for myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka?
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her voice up from my chest. She looked at me with those big wet eyes of hers.
Makoto.
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely.
Makoto.
Makoto, you're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Huh? Of course I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side, I mean. You are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Thank you, Makoto. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your
Like
assistant.
you said, I'm your assistant. The smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up. Yeah. Makoto, it's standing up. What's standing up?
Come on!
Do you even have to ask?
Yes.
Your flagpole. Get the hell out of here.
Just a minute.
No, I want to join in. Alright, well, if you won't leave, then tell us what the hell is up with those videos. It's about to come out. It's gonna come out. My pristine, pure white stuffing. My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out. I balled up my fist, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I had never put so much energy into a swing motion before in my life. I leaned back, channeling all my power, and let go with everything I had. Are you okay? If you hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations.
Hey!
But boy, are you slow. I could have downed $1,000 full course dinner in the time it took you to finish your swim. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization, it's all lacking. What the heck was that just now? You just wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you want to just head back? Yeah. Thank you for the bits, Whitney. Now y'all have started a hype train. Actually, how did y'all start a hype train? That's only 2 people. Where's the third thing coming from? That's what I said! What am I missing? Okay. It's just y'all two, so it started a hype train for no actual reason. But we have a hype train going. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to complain, but it's like, it's supposed to be 3 people to do that. How come it's 2? Actually, would that be worth doing anything? Probably not. I would contribute to my own hype train, but I feel like currently it's not going to make it to a finish line. Which, that's alright, of course. But I'd rather save the boost for when I feel like it's actually going to make it there. Yeah. So far y'all have contributed enough to do 1 sub. Alright. Come on, Command, come along and swiftly destroy the good mood we just created. Sayaka and I headed back to the dorms. There's the music back. That's why I'm mostly continuing first. Yeah, it takes apparently 4 subs to get past the first level. So I would contribute because I'm broke to help us get there if there was like 75% on that board. But it's all good. Okay. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaky.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm going to lay down for a bit. With a nod and a small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my room. It was hard to think after watching that head-to-range video. I need some rest of my own. Gee, seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems, I can't even decide what the base problem is. They're trapped in here, that what I saw in that video might be real, Monokuma, what that mastermind has in store for us, are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I can never kill someone. Did the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Here comes the knocking at our door. Ding dong. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? It's Sayaka! She wants to change rooms!
Sorry.
I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka! Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed. Her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense
I
up.
was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked so they couldn't get in, of course, but they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, I just stopped. It just stopped. I let some time go by then. I let some time go. Oh, bye. Then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there's nobody there. Someone tried to force their way to your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise. We can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decides to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All I said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But 2 people sharing one room is, you know... Oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then... It is now nighttime.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so still, I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh. Hey, aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile I had made its way to her face. Thank goodness, it looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there's another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before, When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my room. I looked around, and as soon as I got out into the hall, everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good, there's nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice, though. We're going to explore. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it that we'd found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. Okay. I have a water bottle in my view. We'll just move that out the way. It's kind of weird to dig through. I wasn't trying to click on the trash. I thought it was the table. Oh yeah, triangle? Triangle. Surveillance camera. Makes sense that there'd be one in here. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself into Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it will bring me some sweet dreams. Switch this over to this. So I am supposed to click on the bed if I wanted to get a coin. Feeling a little better than before. I fell asleep. Yeah, I was switching over to read what was going on, or where things were. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. Damn, nabbit, Pyro. Why aren't you in bed? You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, Please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Together! Click the bed. Damn it, cough never went away.
Good
It's better, but not
morning,
away.
everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
Hope you have a beautiful day.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I was close. It's been a while, but I was still close. I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes slowly. I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way towards the dining hall. I wanted to click the bed game. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Mikado, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. The ones who showed up a little late.
Yo,
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Ah, well, hello.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. And the test was a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. Finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
my bad, my bad.
My bad, guy. I slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late?
Yo,
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. I don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byaku aren't here yet. I don't know about Byaku, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high school category. So for her to be so late,
what?
what's going on? Did something happen?
Yo,
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about her breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. But what the hell? The bed's been damaged too. More importantly, where's Sayaka? The trophy is still inside the drawer and it's still sealed. Now sometimes to stare some super surveillance camera. This is the Fukusorda brought back to self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's a keychain on the ground that has my name on it, so this must be my room key. Give it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. This is the sword brought back for self-defense. It's the sheath for the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There are slashes and gouges on the wall and the floor. More importantly, where's Sayaka? I don't have time to think about this damn monitor. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. I always thought the pink blood in the anime was for censorship reasons for the anime, but apparently it's pink in the game too. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black. To survive daily life, to survive deadly life. I opened my eyes and found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You're unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Grah! Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw? It was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was
Calm
gone.
down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But
So...
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious. He's the one who's killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But...
Then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
I already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that. What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling you the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey.
You're super
Come on
naive.
now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, and if you do that, there's still one more important to the part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. Anyone who kills a fellow student... Oh. If you're the black imp that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it will begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the black ant who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
So what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
By execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done!
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judgment system, or an inquisition type thing. This means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a
What
second.
are you talking
You're
about?
freaking insane, you know that?
What the...
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What, are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What
about?
punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not going to be part of this.
I don't!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish, kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you?
Huh?
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed! You violated a school regulation! I invoke the mighty summon spell! Help! To me, godly spear Gungnir!
What? Huh?
This wasn't supposed to...
Supposed to-
Why? Me?
It's only right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now,
No, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I had ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the environmental end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It's the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in school, in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words...
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is of course up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. He's right, we need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real.
Let me
Oh
out
no,
of
someone
here.
save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your
You're just
problem?
now accepting that? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
What the heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Are you
So we're really
serious?
gonna try and find out who did it? Yes, and I know who did it. Hmm? So you finally noticed.
What the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file I received, and noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. But she's right. Then could it be, all at once everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes ago. From just a few minutes earlier. The feeling, suspicion, and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it.
What the heck?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We had to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious if you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? They're volunteering for guard duty, you're in position to destroy all the evidence you want. Well, fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll say they're on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense, just the two of them? With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
So then...
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So-
well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually...
I'd rather you didn't, no.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. As that Gyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
Becoming 2, just like that. Gyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? Better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch this is here right now and they're thinking of destroying that
You're
evidence,
fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway...
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is...
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. If that's true, we may as well at least check just to check. And if I wanted to, I couldn't help but investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will...
Execution is electric chair.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim is Sayaka Hazuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I had to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. No way, I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hero doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Click the dead body one more time. Why is this happening? Aren't you going to help investigate, Shiro? But I can't leave Junko here, I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Leave the gym, yes. Leave the area? Yes. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. I won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch!
It's that dirty bastard.
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking
So if I
dead.
ever find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey,
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. This is a sword of our was used in the attack somehow. And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just the sheath. But, there's some scratches on the sheath. It must have been made with something sharp. But how the sheath gets scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with the sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? There's a key on the ground. Remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When it's just room keys, you're switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Would Sayaka have gone to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you. Don't open the door. She says you won't. After saying that, there's no way she would have gone to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. With how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... This means... Plus, it's been taken out with sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little. My lint roller looks like there's way less than there was before. Does I could see how dirty my room was and decided to clean it up a little? There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? There are scratches and gouges on the walls in bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn, I was right there in the other room if only I heard something.
wait.
That would not have been possible, huh? Don't you remember all of our rooms are completely soundproof, so something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another Monokuma's strategy to create an ideal setting for murder. Double check that this doesn't add anything else. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't.
Well,
Talk to Kyoko. Hey Kyoko, Carly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No. Not really. I'm searching. Searching?
just down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
As expected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you
So-
mean? I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
indeed.
Not one hair from the victim and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it
I
to...
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? I should look around here first. So I missed something. Oh, the notepad probably. I don't think it's relevant. Nope. The thing has been used. Makes sense. Since I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh,
What?
We ain't exactly in the
What?
mood to be building fucking furniture, right? They haven't used yours either.
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted
What?
theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Happen here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. I wasn't trying to click that. Actually. Oh, the sword stand. And the sword. Nope. And the trash can is empty. I'm not seeing anything. Is it gonna let me check the bathroom now? No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Force myself to push my panic down. I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw. What? Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Sayaka do this? I told myself I couldn't. I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get that's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittering. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist have been added. Stabbing in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Alright. Leave the bathroom.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Mikoto? The blood and numbers that most likely Sayaka's dying message. What do you mean by dying message?
So...
It's something a victim writes right before they die, usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it doesn't make it totally obvious. They'll either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice, or write it out in code or something. Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Hey.
Have you ever heard of Ellery Quinn? Who?
Whew.
Never mind. I gotta click on her again.
It's going down, you can feel it in the crowd. Type of thing you wanna be around. It's going down, try to tell us pipe down. Speakers got a little too loud. You know the sound, got enough to go around. We about to get it, no
Thank
doubt.
you for the follow.
Feet to the ground, 10 toes down. Know we about to get it right now.
We'll see. But yeah, it's all good. Welcome in. Alright. I've never seen something in blood before. really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
She often talked like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean. Yeah, I can see why. But I'm just going to assume, and have you not correct me, that says Kyoko Scumlocker. So that's what we're going to say. It's Scumlocker. And we're going to let you pass. Alright.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers made me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, I mean she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. Alright. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not going to tell me.
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullets. I've seen the... Oh. If it's 4 AM for you, you should probably go to bed. But yeah, I watched the anime of this, so I already know that the killer is Leon. And you can kinda make out the line for the end, even though it's not as good. Alright. It sounds like Kyoko who knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. Once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? You stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently, struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? About that? Oh, well I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. Sorry about that. I'm coming off of sickness still, I guess. Everything is cleared up except for the cough, and it just got real bad right there. Ah. So you had the slightest sense of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she really was starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. The forgetting I was ever there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. Sayaka did, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is.
By the way...
Okay, he hasn't changed what he
You
said.
suck! You're... Yo.
Hey.
She didn't change what she said either. If area, yes. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Let me into the room. Okay. Apparently this isn't my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all of that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Well, you let me into the room now. Thank you. I already know that there's a Monokuma coin on the bed. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Yeah. I have a location guide pulled up for the coins. I also apparently closed the gift guide. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD is Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I don't know, what did she see? It might not be directly directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Did I get it? Okay. Hello, Mr. Killer.
Seems like...
Seem right, the Monokuma files that Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange, Mr. Yagi. What was Miss Mazonia doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most
I absolutely will not allow you to
suspicious.
dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Just get here and get past.
Monokuma
It's
appears!
the end of the line, the trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate
No,
open?
no, you can't go any further!
Don't you beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning
No,
duty?
no, you can't go any further!
Who's on
No,
cleaning
no,
duty?
you can't go any further! No, no, you can't go any further!
Hi, Burger. How are you doing, lovely? I'm looking for cleaning duty. Ah, as a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. To do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... Anyone kills the... What's there to see?
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. But boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more formally
Hey, you
than
bastard!
that. Hey, Faye, why did you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it...
You want to
like-
dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no
What are
way
you
to
talking
think
about?
about
All
this
my
in a
love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. Oh. Yeah, the commercial. 1 second. second. Do-do-do.
Here's to you, and here's
And there we go.
Shall we ever disagree? Fuck you, and here's to me.
After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. Okay, so switch this back to this. Chat pulled back up. You're welcome, Burger. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss? No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Jeez. That's way... Can you give me a second to talk, sir? That was way too many ads. I have it set to do whatever Twitch recommends for like the best split. It is a murder mystery game. It's taken me 3 streams to make it to the first murder. But basically everybody's been trapped inside a school, and now to get out they have to kill people and not get caught. And we have our first murder going on, so we are investigating who killed her. Alright. I unfortunately already know a good portion of the plot, like 90% of the plot, because I watched the anime before playing the game. But I figured I'd play the games in order. Yeah. So I already know like who kills who and all that from watching the show. But there is things that'll pop up, like this guy talking about the PVC figures and stuff was not in the anime. So it's like, okay, this guy's a bit more of a creep in the game. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves the way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Fumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then... Crystal Ball!
Mr. Naegi!
I remember Mr. Naegi.
Without a
Surely you
doubt.
aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Yeah. So, the reason why we're being accused is, like, last night, the girl who was murdered, who was our friend, asked to change rooms with us, and now her dead body was found in our room, and once everybody heard that she was found in our room, they immediately go, so you killed her, and they don't trust us right now. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece, like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. This is part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left some of the evidence the killer destroyed. Why does he look like an animal? That's just however they decided the Ultimate Gamer, because everybody in this game is Ultimate something, looks. I think he's the Ultimate Gamer. It might be the Ultimate Fanfic Writer. Probably Fanfic Writer. I'd have to check. All that's left, some of them is the killer destroyed, but there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. So let's see here. Not that button. Square, because it's weird. Report card. Hifumi. He is Ultimate Fanfic Creator. So that's what they decided he is. And this is the girl who's dead. She was the ultimate pop sensation. And yeah, we became friends with her to the point that we unlocked everything, and that's why she has a star. And you can see the type of details that this game gets into. Like, I don't think he has... Okay, he does have a chest measurement. I was about to say, I don't think he has one. He's 1 inch off away from Sayaka's measurements. Alright. Yeah, this game is a little bit on fan servicey side, and it's like, I kind of wish it wasn't, but it's not a bad game. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it's used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that... Do you know what this is? The say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I'm kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city's street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like the Mino girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? Just the only person it could be. If this should also be in the gym, I'd better go find out for sure. The incinerator is in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay?
What?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps
fairy?
it was the work of a fairy. Ifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Oh, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. Since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most
it's to be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone's able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the door was off. And these glass shards in the closed room. What does it all mean, Miss Aggie? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone
I'm
already
sure
knows
of
you
it.
did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. The green button turns on, it'll turn off, or so it seems anyway. Make sure it's clicked on everything. Let's see, it's trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. I was not aware of the fact that that was going to be there. Which I'm not sure is a good thing. checking to see if that was supposed to be a next chapter thing. Does not look like it. So this list I have is not complete. Okay. I'm just glad that I found what I found. Isn't that, huh, really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. All kinds of stuff that might help cheer you up. Meh. Meh. Bad. Leave the area. I don't think I talked to you earlier.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I searched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is that's the truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't searched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we search rooms. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then that's not. There. Map. Oh, that's trash or not. Where I was ranked. But it does say that there's something in here, probably because I have to find out the knife that's from the kitchen. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. The truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, the knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure, you can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. This proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. You know, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly I have no idea. Okay. So... yeah, I need to go to the gym. I also need to hit the AV
Listen
room.
to me!
If you have a second McCarthy, I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's storm has a nameplate on it to show you whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you
Got
anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget, Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha. We're going to go ahead and get a prize out of here. Yeah, down to go up. because it's strange like that. That was something new. And I think that's also new. I should probably get going. The area, yes. Okay, we are going to presents. Going to read what new things we got. And then dandelion. A dandelion toy, you can blow the fluff away, and the attached string will pull it back. So you can do it over and over and over, and that actually doesn't sound too bad. Like if you like doing that kind of stuff. Replica of the gun preferred by famous assassins. It's not really much good by itself. You can't even cock it. Golden gun. I also wanted to see if truth bullets is actually saying anything. The death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death. Okay, so that's still the same. So yeah, this says just the same stuff as what it says when we pick it up. Okay. AV room. Also, just check the map real quick. So, I mean, she's hanging out that back there I didn't talk to. And then we've already talked to him. Talk to them. Talk to them. I'm just making sure I talk to everyone who I can talk to. Okay. So once I get out of here, I need to go to the main hall and back to the class and then to the gym. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that I threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen is dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. That warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? This classroom, right? To kill someone just to save your own life, and I have been living with someone like that, I think I might vomit. Was what Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the Mastermind really was gonna get involved, they would have just killed us on day one. That's a good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? Alright, I told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is
After all,
very
we were
suspicious.
sealed in your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. She really doesn't trust me at all. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us disagree. We do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
So annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? So I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into at the trash room. It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem, which is
as for me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Yeah, that sounds like Celeste, strangely enough. Just a couple of people to end up talking to. Then we move on to chapter 2. Hey, Chiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. You have any idea what his numbers mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, it couldn't be. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out here, I've had enough, gotta be free. Hero, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here, what? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed, what the hell?
What the heck?
He bought it because the guy said it was blessed, he said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? What? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you consider without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come back and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost forgot to ask, but how much did you pay for the thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million? Million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for them. Time to trial.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
The red door on the first floor, that's where I should go. Where I have to go.
Yo!
Hello, Makoto, we've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it means Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Can I talk to everyone before?
What?
Whoever
What?
stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this cholesterol thing,
You know?
huh? If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started.
Got it!
Left, I haven't decided 100% that's you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
I'm
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would have wanted us to find out who killed her?
What the heck?
Can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her, very impressive.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Negi's final curtain call. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Excuse you? Guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
well then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite
Makoto.
right. I've said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to learn the truth of Sayaka's death. I don't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. It worked a little bit. Did you all not hear the scream? Everybody else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. Doors closed and the elevator started to move. Pat, pat, pat that part of the screen. The steel boss descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when the time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Alright, enjoy your refresh. No ho ho, you finally arrived. Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yeah.
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. I hope it's better. And so the curtain on our first case opened. Okay. So I'm trying to think of how to tell how big of a lag you have. I think I can just maybe just to look at the timer and watch when your chat comes through, because you can see I've been going for an hour and 36 minutes, and you can also see when something is said, so you can just compare what the time said when you send something and when you actually see it pop up. And so the current on the first case opened, a deadly judgment. A deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. I'm probably gonna have to focus on this. Do you want to? Yes, save. I don't know why I saved separately, but we're gonna do it. Open the handbook. I don't think that actually is helping with anything. Okay. Set skills. Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. It costs 3 SP. Yes, put that on. Is that the only one I have? That is the only ability I have so far. Okay. Oh yeah. Fitness preparations. Class trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates? Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial...
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During this discussion, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the awesome button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun. Evidence of struggle, okay. Gotta prove the
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong! Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. What bullet's being loaded? Show me the bullet. Get your knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Hold on, I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know. I shot at it, I missed.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife that...
No, that's wrong! No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
I believe that. She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it, because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about, not some truths which look different. Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gets empty, so you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will recover over time, so it'll let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. I already forgot what button. Pause. Pause.
So I...
R1.
Guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining...
No, that's wrong! Okay, wait, hold on. I didn't take the knife from...
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead, and say it all you want!
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
She went to get some tea from the kitchen, the knife was there, she finished tea, knife was gone. And she was in the dining hall that whole time.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So, in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the... Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it was... Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from that kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possible. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual when she came into the dining hall. She didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn it, if I didn't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame us for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
The first game of this game is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! Teach me the game! As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. We'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Celestic... It's a spelling game, I hate spelling. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. Okay, can I save? No. If this gets you 0, or if you run out of time and you fail, well then good luck and have fun. That must be the crucial point. This is something that should have been there. Let's see about what that must be the crucial point. You can just figure out what that something is. I have no clue. H. Oh, hair.
Now I understand.
The room
That's
was
right.
too clean. My
there
hair
wasn't
was
a
missing.
single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The course for getting to the bathroom, and then that proves it is doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you.
Booker said it was beautiful or act. I must say no at first, but that's the key point here. Tell me this other part. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. No matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. These are truthful in the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now, this is important because if your influence gauge was 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are accurate or actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Bathroom door frame. Okay, I know what I'm looking for to a degree.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yep.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yep.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That was the wrong thing. What's wrong if you keep trying to dispute the trial? You're gonna get put on trial yourself.
Shoot!
Think about it one more time.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran and they got into the bath. At that point, the killer had it because Sayaka had locked it.
That's what I need
And
to shoot.
finally, the culprit had Sayaka.
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
The incident took place. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran and they got into the bath. At that point, the killer had it because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
I'm going to probably redo this
The reason
because I
my
heard
bathroom
points are
didn't
based off
open
of
wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms.
Yes, now that you mention it.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked? And everyone should have known you can't lock any of.
The killer could easily make that mistake. Thanks to one.
Important details, something I quickly know. For some reason, the door is locked. This means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now?
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask...
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get it?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Using this 20-second invite a killer into the room, I already have the answer.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay, Sayaka.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
No, Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
What below are loading? Dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? Like in the note. The place they were asked, it specifically says,
I see. So then they would have gone to
Exactly. The room
that Makoto was staying in.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note,
and they would not have any
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto were in the note. It specifically I see. Then they would have gone
Exactly. The room that...
No, that's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got... switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
It's the one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching, so the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Can see me in my room, check the nameplates.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
I do see by the way, that you did say that maybe she knows the killer burger. Since I know the answer, I'm just, like, not answering, but I see it. I figured I should say something.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
And as you saw, it was proved, so...
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. No, stop. Again, she's not... Kinda. So as to next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like it's the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press the L button to rotate the cylinders and choose... Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L button, then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm thinking I need a replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizone.
So she tried to fight. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
And that's when the first...
A sword-based sneak attack!
Shoot!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong! Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
You're spot on, Hamburger.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
So Sayaka washed the gold cone off her hands because she's afraid of water or can't remove it. The water was off. Water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
It's been days. Almost a week. You should have tried to take a shower by now.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
That's it. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true, because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, yeah, I'm committed to find out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. The numbers. The numbers, Mason! What do they mean?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this.
Do we really have to die? If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
It's easy just to say, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
This is a question that's worth that message saying. Prove it. Left index
I
finger.
got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
I guess IMAX reveals the real killer's name. Select someone. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I know what it was. It is the shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Clear wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to. How is this?
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was an error to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That clue proves that Leon is the real killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty.
So the only one who could... The person in charge of the
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy...
No, that's wrong! Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Glad to use the glass ball incinerator, which was throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Oh, someone turned on the incinerator? Very strange, but pretty sure it was off. Perhaps this was the work of the fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Because ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing arguments, but... Yes, teach me. There's one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, look out, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. That's gonna go there. Right? No. Start at the end. Throw it into the incinerator. Use the screwdriver, find out its slot. Alright, that's to drop the knife. That's the brandishing, that's that. That only leaves... I feel like I have it wrong somewhere. Use the last of her strength. Yeah, that's where. Definitely went roll. Objects thrown.
Here's Here's
Reenact.
exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike... And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dot to keep the killer from noticing. She wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? First bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Sometimes during Clash Royale, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. That means you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. I like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements and time is the rhythm. After button presses each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press that button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto is the triangle as the tempo marker reaches the center. Just a minute to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Just consecutively start a combo, keeps this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, press the triangle button to shoot it down with the truth bullet like any other statement. Repeat the statements fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof?
This should prove it! The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
A rank. No clue if that's good, but A rank. Either A rank is good or S rank is better. But A rank. Got 93 medals out of that. 93 spins. What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, is none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second, Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Just kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we come up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But, even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. One thing that is more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. You have to see something like that happen to them in Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. There's some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka for the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing you can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. But what did you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Passion, infinite love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it, everything? It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy I lunged at Monokuma. But...
that's enough.
The thing is, I was Kiriko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I don't think we know the reason why Sayaka tried to kill Leon, but it's probably like he was just the easiest target in her mind. And like she said, we were the next easiest target to be framed with. I didn't have a choice, I had to kill him.
Yeah, that's it.
I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment, it was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced her way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room, then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her, am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? She killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? Can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly,
Thrills!
let's hurry up and get to
Kills!
what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Any use. Lots and lots of baseballs. Just kind of more the 1000 and below. Just a machine gun. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo, extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Whoa, whoa. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. We really have to keep doing this. I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You may sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting upstanding young citizens like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened. Because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Hey.
You say everyone. Who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. About Sayaka, isn't it? It's Bryce, you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. When she said that, she revealed the smallest Smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, to survive the end. Surviving students, 12. To be continued. Dun dun dun. You received the Despair Bat present. Do you want to save the data? 1 is the loneliest number. We're going to save on a 3rd setting. Alright, we save absolutely nothing right now. But we are going to actually go ahead and end stream for tonight. Who can we go off and raid? I am always ending up raiding gobs. Kinda don't want to do that. There's also not a whole lot of choice. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna raid gobs. Thank y'all for joining. I hope y'all had fun. And we finally made progress. It's all good, Rob. Thank y'all for being here. Let's go say hi to gobs.